Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at T-Mobile Park has been closed for comfort. Game 2 of the final series of the year between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Chris Davis, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next. Wade LeBlanc, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. He's set. Here it comes. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What's the key for them tonight, Dero?
Well, Matty, the one thing that jumps off the page at me is the fact that this team leads the league in doubles, putting themselves in scoring position time and time again. Instead of having to get a few knocks, one base hit gets you right back in the ball game. This offense creates a lot of opportunities.
Here's Robbie Grossman. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc, he's just 1 for 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Dero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count for 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, Dero, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Grossman, base runner at first with 1 out. This one's down to third. There is Seager to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Mike Fiers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit to right, but foul. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name into the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
Striding in for his first at-bat, Malik Smith. And he does so riding a 9-game hitting streak, so he's certainly a threat with the bat right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. His previous history with Mike Fiers, he brings a 4 for 12 line. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. One out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fires into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit to third. Chapman's got it. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Mariners come up empty first time around. We played an inning in Seattle, no score. Here's Chris Davis now. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
From the stretch, drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Looking up is Smith. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 51 on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
When you play with the big part of the field, it doesn't surprise me that you lead the league in home runs. That was an absolute bullet to dead center. What an impressive swing.
So coming to the plate, Matt Olson. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc, he's 0 for 7. Base is empty here with nobody out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Back up the middle. Beckham has it. Way to get dirty. Got it in.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
So now it's Mark Canha, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average at 284 to begin play. 7 homers and 58 runs batted in. Oh and 1, here it comes. Ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Turned on down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and 48 driven in. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Smith. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Chad Pinder.
Next up for the A's, Chad Pinder. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Coming to the plate now, Edwin Encarnacion. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Batting 5th. The left fielder, Domingo.
Striding in, Domingo Santana. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, folks, I'm locking in today on Ramon Laureano. His calling card, 2018, he burst on the scene for the Oakland A's with one of the best throws I've ever seen in Anaheim, throwing an absolute rocket to first base to snag an out right there. Focus on him. I guarantee you he makes a play in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. His previous history with Mike Fiers, just 3 for 14. He's taken him deep once. A ball and a strike. Hard on the ground towards short. 1 there. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now in the box, Josh Phegley. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Phegley.
First pitch on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next
Oh,
for
man,
Oakland,
you can't hit a ball
the
any
shortstop,
harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting, and at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
The 1-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Henniger is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
up next for Oakland, the left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
At the plate, Robbie Grossman. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc, 2 hits in 7 tries. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Two out, nobody on. In there, and it's full 3-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order, but they're up 1-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Baseman, Kyle Seager.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now. Tim Beckham, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in, Tim Beckham. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Tim Beckham is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That's inside. 2-0. Freitas swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next is Speedy D. Gordon. Fires, pauses. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Grossman. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Seattle. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Chapman, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Matt Chapman.
Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 1-2. Drilled down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. 19th home run for him on the season. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at bat, Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the
Now
yard.
that's the designated hitter, Chris.
Into the box, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And he misses there. 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Line drive to left. Santana is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Up next,
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. This is skied into short left center. Beckham has a play. 2 gone. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see one of these guys topping out at just 87 miles an hour. So speed not really a part of his game. Into the box, Mark Canha. Now here's the pitch. Line hard toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Oh, and he misses it.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball two. Three and 0 now.
3 balls.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen
The
this
second
early in the
baseman.
game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping up to the plate, Chad Pinder. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes on 0-2. Line toward right center. Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Oakland. Malik Smith the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Fouled off. That misses. 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. Again, a 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential
Now
treatment
batting,
there.
right fielder.
Sometimes we see great
Mitch
hitters have their calls go their way on
Henniger.
close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Mitch Henniger. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can
The
do
first baseman,
than to strike
number 10,
out both guys in front of him.
Edwin
Always a confidence boost when you can set down the
Encarnacion.
guys at the top of the lineup.
Edwin Encarnacion now. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And it's fouled away. Byers gets his sign. Here it is on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Still 1-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here's another 1-2. Popped up. Back behind second. Pinder is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Ladies
Eric
and gentlemen,
Swanson
your
gets the
attention,
call
please.
from the bullpen to pitch
Now
in
pitching
relief.
for the Mariners, number 54, Eric Swanson. This change for the Mariners. Now playing right field.
Digging in, Josh
Number 20.
Fegley. He's 0 for
Mark
1 after grounding
Hanna.
out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set, and the pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Popped up. Encarnacion in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Number 10, shortstop, Marcus Simeon.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Simeon. Here's the first pitch to him, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 1-1 home. Is a curveball taken low for a ball. Swanson, an Ohio native. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hard hit ball to second. Gordon is there. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Stepping in, Robbie Grossman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 2-1 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Matt Chapman would be next. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. There's a called strike as he nips the corner. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Up next for Oakland, the third baseman.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Lays off the slurve there, and it's 3-1 now. Chris Davis would be next. The 3-1 pitch finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Middle of the night from T-Mobile Park. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading up for the Mariners.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The left fielder, come and go, Santana.
First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Digging in, Ryan Healy. Ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Santana on at first, nobody out. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Kenna is after it. And no one will track it down. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Kyle Seager, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Runners on first with 1 down. Seager, right field and carrying well. Kenna looking up, and it's gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Kyle Seager, number 28 on the season, and the Mariners are back within 1 at 3-2 now. Beckham. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Beckham, the former Baltimore Oriole, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So striding forward now, David Freitas. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. In there at the letters 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Heading out towards shallow right. Kenna has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the A's 3 and the Mariners 2. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Chris Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And right into the shift. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Olson is a .270 hitter, a respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. In now, Mark Canha, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So another run in to score. And we've seen that this has been a potent offense all season long as we bring in a look at the league leaderboard for runs scored. And as of this moment, they're currently tied for second in that department. Digging in once again, Ramon Laureano. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Called strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Kenna, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here it comes, 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 4 and the Mariners 2. Here's D. Gordon now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
The second baseman, D.
First pitch on its way. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Ruled out.
Standing in now, Malik Smith. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Mariners center fielder down with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kenna is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
2 gone now in the Mariners' 6th. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Roenis Elias is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55, Roenis Elias.
Ready now, Josh Begley. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop-out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marcus Semien, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias, 2 hits in 7 tries. Hits this one hard the other way. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean.
Now
3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Matt Chapman.
Into the box, Matt Chapman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's quickly 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. He'll try again. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Popped up. Encarnacion is there, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Joaquin Soria gets the call
now
from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Joaquin Soria.
Digging in now, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 36 on the year for him as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's 2 for 4. No outs, nobody on. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. And he'll get in there easily as the tying runs at second now with nobody out.
Now, this is the way you want to start off a series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kyle Seager, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lifted down the line in left. Grossman is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And with 1 out, he won't risk it, and the tying run is forced to hold on at third base.
Number 1, shortstop, Tim Beckham.
Stepping into the box, Tim Beckham. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's 0 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now 6-4.
Number 36, David.
Stepping in now, David Freitas. Strike one to start the at-bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball called for strike 2. Four runs here in this half inning. This one's flared off to the right side, and he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, D. Gordon.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch on the way. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2-1 count now to the Mariners' leadoff batter. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 out, nobody on. Payoff pitch one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mariners lead it 6-4. Corey Guerin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35.
Striding in for Oakland, Chris Davis. First in the league in home runs, and he added 1 more to his total earlier in this game.
Leading off for Oakland.
Man, I can see myself in the Texas Rangers dugout right now, and the hitting coach Rudy Jaramillo would always say, batting average will fluctuate, but they can never take away ribbies and homers, and this guy just keeps adding to the total.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Freitas recovers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
in now, Matt Olson. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Swing and he pops him up. Seager over to his left. 2 gone. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. Ready once again, Mark Canha. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a full count for Canha now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail it here 6-4. Blake Trinan will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 39, Blake Trinan.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Malik Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
0-1 the count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
So digging in now, Edwin Encarnacion. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The 0-1 delivery. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1-1. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They still lead it 6-4. Hunter Strickland
please.
comes on from the
Now
pen,
pitching
hoping to
for the
finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
43, Hunter Strickland.
Standing in, Ramon Laureano, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. One and one. High in the air out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Haniger. 1 out.
The batter, the second baseman, Chad Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Sheldon Ness will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Sheldon Ness.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. And that misses. 1-1. Bases are empty. One man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
So stepping in, Josh Fegley. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Kendrys Morales will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Morales.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is taken for ball one.
One ball, one strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
And now after the two-out double, they want to make sure to get someone out there who can score on a base hit, so we'll see a pinch runner out at second base.
Mateo.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Seattle Mariners put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Roenis Elias earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Hunter Strickland wraps it up for the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Roenis Elias. His record is now 5-2. Credit the save to Hunter Strickland, his 31st. The loss goes to Joaquin Soria. He falls to 5-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The regular season is winding down, but the postseason races are heating up. Here's how yesterday's nail-biting action went down. Starting in the AL West, the Mariners launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-4. Heading into the day, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Athletics are 2nd in the division, 20 games out of first. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim picked up 14 hits in total as they blasted the Astros 9-2. Entering the day's action, the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Astros are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they grab the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-4. In the standings, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. Matt Shoemaker got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, as Toronto took care of the Rays 5-2. As of right now, the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rays are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Nathan Eovaldi fell short of the shutout but pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, as the Red Sox claimed victory over the Orioles 2-0. Heading into the day, the Red Sox are atop the American League East division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage, while the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers combined for 4 total home runs as they dismantled the White Sox 8-2. At the start of the day, the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 16 games out of first. And the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Minnesota Twins racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 8-6. As of today, the Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Twins are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Nationals combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 3-2. As of right now, the Nationals are in 1st place in the NL East. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd. And the Indians are leading the Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The New York Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 7-5. Heading into the day, the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, 14 games back, while the Braves are 3rd in the division, 14 games back. The Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Marlins 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Phillies sit atop the NL East. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Luis Castillo got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates 2-1. As of today, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Reds are 2nd in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Chicago Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 12-0. In the standings, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The San Diego Padres put together 10 total hits as they got a road win against Arizona 5-1. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West, 20 games out of first, while the Padres are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Milwaukee Brewers got 11 hits overall as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 7-5. Entering the day's action, the Rockies sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, 5 games back. And the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central, 19 games out of first. Corey Seager was locked in at the plate with 4 knocks as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 3-2. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. At the start of the day, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Dodgers are atop the division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. That'll do it for now. Enjoy today's pennant chase baseball, and don't forget to check back in tomorrow morning for all the highlights from the action.